Good morning, guys. This is Aubade by Philip Larkin. I work all day and get half drunk at night. Waking at 4 to soundless dark, I stare in time, the curtain edges will grow with light. Till then, I see what's really always there. Unresting death, a whole day nearer now. Making all thought impossible, but how and where and when I shall myself die. A rid interrogation, yet the dread of dying and being dead flashes afresh to hold and horrify. The mind blanks at the glare, not in remorse, the good not done, the love not given, the time torn off unused, nor wretchedly because an only life can take so long to climb clear of its wrong beginnings, and may never, but at the total emptiness forever, the sure extinction that we travel to and shall be lost in always, not to be here, not to be anywhere, and soon nothing more terrible, nothing more true. This is a special way of being afraid. No trick dispels. Religion used to try that vast, moth-eaten musical brocade, created to pretend we never die. And spacious stuff that says no rational being can fear a thing it will not feel, not seeing that this is what we fear. No sight, no sound, no touch or taste or smell. Nothing to think with, nothing to love or link with. The anesthetic from which none come round. And so it stays just on the edge of vision, a small unfocused blur, a standing chill that slows each impulse down to indecision. Most things may never happen. This one will. And realization of it rages out in furnace fear when we are caught without people or drink. Courage is no good. It means not scaring others. Being brave lets no one off the grave. Death is no different, whined at than withstood. Slowly, light strengthens. The room takes shape. It stands plain as a wardrobe, what we know, have always known, know that we can't escape, yet can't accept. One side will have to go. Meanwhile, telephones crouch, getting ready to ring in locked up offices, and all the uncaring, intricate, rented world begins to rouse. The sky is white as clay with no sun. Work has to be done. Postmen, like doctors, go house to house. When considering this poem, the first thing I want you guys to think about is what is actually happening. We spend a lot of time analyzing poetry, and the first thing I always say is, what's really happening in this poem? And so to get that, we have to look at the first and last stanza. At the beginning of the poem, we have a guy, half drunk, he can't sleep, and he's lying in bed. And he's thinking about dying. Not that he's going to die right now, but he's thinking about how scary it is that we will someday die. And he says it's not, the fear that I won't get my life done, or I won't overcome my bad beginnings, or that, I haven't loved enough. Those aren't the things that scare me about death. What's scary is that there's nothing. There's just nothing. There's no seeing, no thinking, no feeling, no nothing. And he says, there's different ways I can try to take my mind off of it. Religion says that we live forever, but I'm not sure. He says, some people say, well, why be afraid of something that you won't experience? And he's like, don't you get it? That's why I'm afraid. He says being brave doesn't work, right? Because you're going to die either way, whether you're brave or you're a coward, you're still going to die. Like, death doesn't care. And so he has all these thoughts and feelings about dying and being afraid, right? He says it's the one thing that is guaranteed to happen. And then there, lying in his bedroom, the sun comes up. He looks out at the white sky. And he gets up and goes to work. He lives his day. We have this deep, deep, deep kind of philosophical journey he takes in the second, third, and fourth stanza while he's lying in his bed, can't sleep, and thinking about death and the pointlessness of life and all these other things. But when the sun comes up, he still goes to work. If life is pointless, why go? That's my question for you today. What does this poem really show us about the nature of life and death? How is it possible that we can say to ourselves, you know, life is sure to end and we're certainly going to die and things are meaningless, but at the same time care enough to pull ourselves out of bed? I want to know what you think. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.